semi-finals. The winner of this map will face Empire in the grand finals for a place in Pro League. The winner will go home, but will return in the next season of Challenger League. I'm your host, Caster. I'm Sterner Parkinson, and I'm going to be getting you through this journey as we see the final map between ENCE and TrainHard eSport in this best of 3 series. Don't forget, the last map was Clubhouse, and he did go to TrainHard eSport 624. So we'll see how this goes down as we move on to Border. It's be ENCE, you start on the defense, and we see the first ban coming out. It's going to be the Lion coming out from ENCE, and the Glass coming out from TrainHard, which is completely understandable considering how Gomfi absolutely destroyed everyone on TrainHard with the Glass. So let's see who goes through, and we'll see a mirror ban. It's pretty standard stuff coming out there, as we'll see exactly how this is going to go through. There we go, you see the Echo ban coming through there finally. Nothing really too unusual about those bans. I would just say that it just kind of suggests how these teams want to play it. And ENCE ban the same operators every single time. So, there we go. I feel like there's two ways in which teams normally ban ops. They either just ban the same ops every time because they just don't want to play against them, or they ban operators that are map or team specific, that they specifically don't want to game against them because they know that the other team is good for them. I feel like TrainHard is a little bit more on the map specific, team specific side, and ENCE are a little bit more on the I don't want to play against this side. I don't say that either of them is the correct way to do things, it's just that's how teams seem to operate around operator bans.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Let's see how it goes down as we move into round number 1 on Border. It's the second time we've seen Border today, of course. We did already see it between Empire and End Gaming. Lead around about there for a second. Hopefully it should be a little bit of a closer game than that was, because that was 6-1 to Empire, and they moved on to take 6-0 on Oregon against End Gaming. So very brutal domination coming out from Empire there. This is a little bit closer. We are 1-1 on map so far, but I think ENCE are slightly ahead in terms of round wins. So let's see how it just goes down. As we see round number 1 getting underway, and we've seen Armory Locker's defense coming out. And don't forget,
attackers recovered the bomb.
Do not attempt to build the helicopter
to locate
here.
A bomb and defuse it.
Border. That is the one key thing you gotta remember in this battle. Let's see who goes down and see how aggressively ENCE want to play this, because the Wilk is actually going to be reinforcing downstairs, making sure that no one can open that up with a car breach now. He's on the mute jammer, and we're playing fairly aggressively downstairs. Of course, I'm assuming Wilk does indeed have a nitro. Most beats will be playing. We'll see how that goes down. I feel like playing nitros below on Border is a very, very powerful strategy that a lot of teams underutilize sometimes, because not only that, it does also force the other team to try and do an aggressive run play downstairs and deal with that. You can waste a lot of time with it, but it kind of depends on how much you actually dedicate to it. Bottom of Harpoon will get opened up by Magic to see what he can do here. To the bottom of as well, so we'll see how that goes down from TrainHard. As they have got a lot of vertical play on the go here themselves. Surprisingly though, they haven't brought a book, but they do have the Sophia and they have the Ash being brought through them. I kind of would have expected Kendra on the book here, honestly. We'll see how this works first, as the drones are going to start coming out. Uno is already injured and off the board immediately, and Shate is already so lit up. TrainHard a beautiful bit of intel here, as they're going to try and start hopping on through. Magic going to be moving off the AC window there. Is Kendra going to try and desperately get this camera? There's no way that he hacks this phone.
Attackers have located a bomb.
He can't reach it in time, unfortunately, there. Drones are going to be coming out here from TrainHard. Is Kendra going to try and rotate around a little bit? Shate going to be using him a little bit just in the ass with a Maestro cam, but we're not going to see anything go down just yet. ENCE still unable to find a kill on the board. There's 1 minute left remaining on the clock. We're going to see Deep attempt to go for the plant. Logic Bomb does get deployed here. TrainHard starts moving to the side to go for a plant.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
So we'll start going down. Smoke scope out. All this utility starts to go down from TrainHard. Saves finds his entry kill into Wilkie. The plant will start to go down. Shate still has a nitro cam. Should be able to see what the situation is. There we go. Shate will find the kill onto Saves. That's a 4v3, but the diffuser is down. There we go. Now a 4v1. All down to Shate. Now on the My Show, and he won't be able to find the kill. Kendrew takes him down. TrainHard taking round number 1. Very, very nice attack. Beautiful amounts of intel as well. Let's see how it goes down as you do move into round number 2. Let's see Armory Lockers Archives defense yet again from ENCE, who just completely fell apart there. There wasn't a huge amount of intel that they had. Intel that they did have, they weren't able to act upon. But great drone work overall coming out from TrainHard, along with the great entry frag abilities that they had. And I think that Uno getting caught out almost immediately was, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
We'll see how it goes
by
down.
attackers.
It's not looking too good for ENCE now, all of a sudden. Some pretty good attacks coming out early on from TrainHard. I'd say this is a little bit more attacker-sided than defender-sided. But that is very dependent on op bans and also how teams play this as well. But so far, not looking too good for ENCE. Didn't have a great defense there. Let's see how they manage to take this round. Let's see what's going on. Don't forget, whoever wins this will go on into the Grand Finals to face Empire and get their shot at Pro League. Whoever loses this will drop out of the playoffs.
10 seconds remaining.
But will get a return into Challenger League during
5
Season
seconds
9.
to go. Attackers
So we'll
recover
see
the
exactly
diffuser.
how it is going to go down.
Attackers
So
must
we're now
locate and
into
defuse a bomb.
round number 2. And see exactly what kind of take that TrainHard want to do here. Now last time they went mainly for a box take, but they had a very spread out attack, and it was very supported again by this great drone work coming out from them, as I mentioned. We'll see how it goes then. Lots of drones are going to be coming out here as well. Kendrew makes his way through onto the east stairs to see exactly what he can do about this situation. Camera down there at 90. The default cam gets opened up. Saves already going to find a little bit of a fight there. Just get lit up quite a bit. I think Uno does actually have a bit of vertical play going on here, as Wilkie is again going to be playing this fairly similar strategy, as well as Gonfi going to be playing down here. Already pre-fires are going to come out as Gonfi manages to try and rotate onto the bottom of the stairs. Might even go for a run out here, because there's actually repels coming in from saves. He will repel up regardless. If Thatchers are going to come out here. Gonfi potentially going to go for the run out here, front door.
Defender
is going to see one. He takes him down, goes for the pre-fires. He gets a double kill. Gonfi! Beautifully done there. The Jaeger of Gonfi takes them both down. As both the entry raggers off the board. Ash and Zofia down. Beautiful bit of work there. As Thermite charges will come through onto the armory wall. Keep trying to make a bit of an entrance here. And TrainHard will start to make their way through onto armory. But they are 2 men down. Not looking too good at all. Drones are going to start coming through onto 90. TrainHard are in a very bad situation right now, but they can recover it a little bit. May have to find some good fights if they want to try and recover that. Not having this 2-man advantage, it's not good. It's not good. Look recalls are going to go out, however, as they start to try and make their way into the site. Shate with a very aggressive angle here behind the bomb is going to try and deny whatever he can. But Darius is going to find the kill onto Uno. Smokes are going to go out. Shate's going to move all the way through, but can't find the kill. Uno is not able to find anything because he's dead. But Gonfi finds his 3rd kill. Darius goes down. Now it's a 4v2. Kendrew could be holding onto the flank as Deep tries to make his way into the site. Has the diffuser in hand. 3 guys come through from Kendrew. What a shot through the smoke. Takes down Shate there and blocks the sandwich. And it turns it into a 2v3. Diffuser is going to try and get planted down. The nitro goes out, but does not hit its mark from below. Kendrew moves all the way into the site, but Gonfi with the double kill. Takes down Kendrew, takes down Deep. That is an ace for Gonfi. He takes all 5 members of TrainHard off the board. Beautifully played here from Gonfi. ENCE take round number 2. So let's see how it goes down as we move into round number 3 now. Not looking too good for ENCE, but Gonfi carrying his weight here as we will move through a ventilation room and workshop defense. That'll be the first defense win for ENCE. So still very even across the board. I think these are two very evenly squared against teams. TrainHard may have a slight advantage here in terms of that the border tends to be fairly attacker-sided, and they've already had a pretty good clear, but clearly that's not completely true, or else ENCE would not have just won that round so successfully. So let's see how he goes through as we move to round number 3. So we have ventilation workshop defense coming out from ENCE, and they are going to be running, I'd say, a fairly default strategy for this. I mean, anytime you need a castle for this. But I'm interested in where Wilk is going to play castle. But he is going to put it down onto the teller's door, potentially onto waiting room door now as well. Unless he's already done that, and I can't quite see it from this angle, from where the observer's watching. But we'll see where it goes down. Is he going to put one more castle barricade down onto the armory door as well? That's also metal. Where is he going to put the last one?
5 seconds to insert.
Supply room door, maybe? Or not? I'm not sure if he's already put it down or not. I must have missed that. We'll see how he goes through as we move further into round number 3's action phase now. We'll see how TrainHard take this. But again, this tends to be fairly top heavy coming out, so we'll see how that is going to go through. So we'll see how it goes as we move into round number 3. And drones are going to be coming out from TrainHard to see exactly what the situation is. But there we go. Beautiful pick from Saves. Is already going to find Uno. The alibi going down so early on. That is a really good pick coming out from Saves already. No refrag ability coming out from ENCE at all. There as he does. Launch bombs are going to come down. It's a great roam clear already. Looking very good for TrainHard. His vertical angle starting to be getting opened up by ENCE. He could be playing this vertical angle down below between archives onto the door. See if he can do something here. The logic bomb does get deployed here by Kendrew. Tries to make his way through onto the archives. You can hear the phones are ringing. Let's see if he can find the heads as well. I'm trying to make his way in, but ENCE have completely given up this top floor control. I don't think TrainHard would quite realize that yet. So we'll see how it goes down. Shatty's still going to be playing, trying onto the vertical angle here. You see the push is starting to come in. The slow peak is going to come down. Shatty's still going to put the pre-fires though. Can't find the kill just yet. Oh, this is so close. How does Darius not find these? But he will go down to just a sliver of HP. Impact nades are going to come out from Shatty to try and open up some vertical play. But if anything, this is going to try and work against him a little bit. 1 minute left remaining on the clock. You see a 5v4 situation developing, looking pretty good for TrainHard. They have lots of vertical play control here. And they have lots of utility left to deploy. No logic bombs left remaining, however, as Darius is going to try and move in through onto the armory lockers. Knock off that rotate. Potentially a plant coming through into ventilation. But Shate has rotated himself into ventilation as well. I'm amazed that Shate has not been picked at all, let alone has no damage done against it. But there we go. The rotate is going to come through onto the bottom of metal to see what it's going to go through. We're not going to see anything go down just yet. Shate is still playing it very aggressively onto ventilation. Still 5v4, 30 seconds left to go on the clock. The execute has to come through from TrainHard sooner rather than later. But Shate, still playing very aggressively, is finally going to get picked up. And there we go. Saves, Magic, and Darius all find their kills. 5v1, all down to Boonsey. He's sat in the corner, and he does manage to pick up Kendrew. Saves, takes him down, however, with the refrag. TrainHard take round number 3 almost flawlessly, but a very good attack from them nonetheless. So, we'll see how it goes down as we move into round number 4. Looking very, very good now for TrainHard to try and bring this in. You found 2 attack rounds so far, and I know we explored a little bit about how this this should be looking pretty good. I don't know. We'll see how it goes down. Round number 4. TrainHard. Yeah, I mean, we keep having this debate about how This is attacker sided, but don't forget as well, ENCE have never won on border during the CL. Actually, no, they didn't win. They only played it twice. They had a draw and a loss, I'm pretty sure. So
defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
They haven't won on border yet. This isn't really known as an ENCE map, but it is a very popular competitive map overall, so no doubt ENCE do know what they're doing here. But I feel like Kendrew on the book here is going to change things up quite a lot. I mean, kind of surprised he wasn't playing it last time. But I get bringing the Dokkaebi. The Dokkaebi was not the bad call here at all. In fact, the Dokkaebi pretty much won them the roam clear early on because ENCE gave up that control. But Kendrew is the buck. Yeah, I've seen Kendrew on his best on book, and he just rips people apart with it. Just very, very well with it indeed. We'll see how he does go down as we move into round 4 now. Pretty much the same lineup coming out from TrainHard, but with a bit of a roll swap through, it seems. But we'll see how it goes down. ENCE going to be defending Ventilation Workshop yet again. See how it goes down. It's moving to round number 4. TrainHard looking like they could be able to try and bring this in. But ENCE still, Gomfi just pushing through 5-2 right now. He's trying to do the work here. ENCE are trying to do the work here. I think last time they gave up the roam controls is a little bit too early. And the amount of vertical play that Train had available to them, the amount of soft destruction. I mean, they've got 3 soft destructions on their team right now. So there's a lot of ability for them to open up the vertical play. A lot of ability for them to get frags that way. And they did that perfectly. I mean, when their execute came through, 2 of their frags came from vertical. So we'll see how it works out for them. TrainHard starts to push onto the waiting room. They have a lot of control here already. This castle barricades. Sorry, no, there's no castle being played. So very different strategy coming out from ENCE. Much more top heavy coming out from them. But the fact there's no castle, maybe some people find it a little bit confusing. But in my opinion, this again is going back to this part about how TrainHard have so much soft destruction that it might not matter either way. So we'll see how it's going down exactly, as ENCE could be playing around onto offices. Again, playing that vertical angle, but Kendrew does score the first kill of the round. There we go, beautiful entry coming out from him. Wilkie goes down already. Already the Nitro's off the board here. Kendrew moves on to the other side. He takes down Bounty as well. That's already the smoke off the board. There's some beautiful entry frags coming out from Kendrew, and I told you, this man is the buck. Gomfi is going to retreat back down to the site. How does he not get picked? Just moves onto the front door, takes down, saves, and tries to know. And when he does, he wins the fight against Darius. Finally gets traded out by Deep. How does Gomfi win that many fights? That is crazy how you get picked up there. You know, on a sliver of HP, Shate on full, but they're both going to be on the site into server. Fragnates do come out. Shate finds the headshot to Kendrew. That turns it into a 2v2. Beautiful bit of frag coming out from Shate there. But still plenty of time on the board here for TrainHard. They're going to start moving quickly. Uno does take down Deep. Leave it all into the hands of Magic. Going to be trying to do some magic himself from the half wall. Does see where the diffuser is, but can't see where the enemies are. Does still have 1 Ash charge and 3 flashbangs, so still plenty of utility on the board here. But just drops down the hatch and he goes down. ENCE take round number 4. So, now moving to round number 5, this is going to be the final attack coming out from TrainHard, who've had a pretty good job on the attack so far, but ENCE have also managed to win just as many rounds on the defense as well. This round is very much going to be a deciding factor to see how it's going to happen. Let's see who goes down. It's moving to round number 5, and we'll see 6 picks coming out. The mute onto the Valkyrie from Wilkie. We'll see Kendrew 6 picking off the book and onto the Dokkaebi. So we'll see how round number 5 gets underway. As we see an Armory Lockers Archives defense coming out from ENCE, which has been pretty good defense from them. We'll see how it goes.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As we do move into round number 5. As I said, this is very much the deciding factor for how the rest of the map is probably going to be playing out. if ENCE win this round, they go into the second half with a very comfortable 1-round lead. But if TrainHard take it, ENCE are going to be struggling here. But as I said, I think still feel like this is slightly attacker-sided. So no matter how this happens, ENCE should be able to pick up rounds on the attack. They've already been able to pick up 2 rounds on the defense, so it should be going fairly well for them.
10 seconds to go.
I only really say it's more attack-sided just because of the mirror ban coming through here.
5 seconds.
There's also pretty heavy bans coming through on the
Attackers recover the defuse.
line of battle, which is inevitably going to be affecting the attack from ENCE because they played quite heavily last map, and we don't know Comfy in the last map. So we'll see how it goes down as rotates are going to be made from TrainHard here. Lots of drones coming out, and eSports control is very much within their favor. Decide to push through onto the red hole, sees what they can do here exactly. As they try to push through into the offices and get control. There's no fountain play coming from ENCE, which is, I don't know, a little bit out there. I think that when we saw it from endgame, it didn't quite work out for them. But I think there was more the reaction skill coming out. But I'm hoping that these reinforcements have gone somewhere else, and they have been useful somewhere else indeed. You're going to be getting fairly aggressive with it here onto the archives. Attempts the bandit tricking out onto the doorway. As we see now, it's just coming out, but not able to find that mark at all. That's a very early nitro coming out. We'll see how it works out, as the logic bombs have been deployed by Kendrew. Still got 2 smoke grenades left in his back pocket. Just trying to hold this angle down onto the rotating archives again. There is 2 people actually in the archives, both the GSG9 boys, Gomfi and Uno. Let's see what they can do here. The thermite charges are going to go down onto the archives wall. Shate still holding down with a nice maestro cam into CCTV. See what he can do here, but saves with the knife onto Boonsy. He takes down Uno as well. Gomfi unable to try and find the refrag here at all. Saves is going to be trying to push through onto Mini. He does manage to put the Sophia charges in there regardless. He hears the logic bomb. He has no idea where it is from. It's just below you. Saves. Wilkie rotates it to the bottom of Metal Says, takes him down. Now it's a 3v2. Looking very good for TrainHard still though, however. Gomfi is still on the board. Could still bring this in. Pushing through into archives. Does see one. Takes him down. Tries to find another one. Just goes to the QE spam. But can't find the kill either way. 2v2 situation. Gomfi has brought is not looking good though anymore as Magic goes down. Gomfi takes down another one. No, he's brought into a 1v1. All between him and Magic. The Ash versus the Jaeger. Let's see how it goes down. Both using hollow sights now as well, so looking very interesting indeed. Still full utility available for Magic here. So he's going to be trying to see the ADS. He does manage to destroy them both. Throws the flashbang into the site. Sees exactly what kind of rotates. There is what a shot from Magic! Straight through the wall. Takes down Gomfi. TrainHard take round number 5. And Uno. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Uno. ENCE not looking too good anymore. They are on the losing streak. I think definitely going into this, and I think if I looked at Strafe right now, I would be able to see that this is very much an upset. So, moving to round number 6 now, let's see how it does go down. As we'll see TrainHard start on their first defenses, but wow. So, moving into round number 6, we're going to see TrainHard starting on their first defenses, and they are looking pretty good right now to try and bring this in. 3 rounds away from winning, but we have seen this being slightly attacker-sided so far. We're going to see 90 getting reinforced, and lineup coming out from Trader, bringing both of the Italians to see how that goes down for them. Let's move into round number 6. I'm wondering if they're going to play this fairly aggressively, just because they opened up that wall in the break room. I'm wondering why exactly. I think it's because maybe they'll be playing CC.
10 seconds left.
CC, monitors, security room, whatever you want to call it.
5 seconds left before insertion.
We'll see exactly how this is going to go down.
Attackers recover the bomb.
It's round number 6. The Armory Lockers defense. 3 rounds away from TrainHard to knock out ENCE here. Much closer game than we had last time, of course. Very good game so far. Kendrick still playing in security, going to rotate back into the armory, however. So, not as aggressive as I thought he was going to be from TrainHard, but wow, what is that angle from Magic? But Uno is going to be able to take down Darius. Rotates are going to come through. It's already Darius off the board. The Jaeger down. That's the fragging potential gone, but not a huge utility pick. Kendrick, however, is going to be able to find Shate, who's had such an unfortunate time today on the Habana. He just can't find a break. It goes down instantly at the start of every round. Unfortunately, he is the first man off the board for ENCE. You may remember from Clubhouse, he was going, I think, 0-6. So yeah, it wasn't very good at all. Kendrick's going to rotate onto the top of lockers here. Sees what he can do exactly from this nice little archives angle onto east stairs. And sees exactly what he can do here. But still plenty of time on the board here for ENCE to try and make something happen. And there's still 4v4, so it's still even across the board. And there's still plenty of utility for ENCE, especially from Gomfi here to try and make his entry. And he is going to do so beautifully. Saves, goes off the board with a nice headshot coming out from Gomfi. Just about halfway into the round. Now, you see exactly how that goes down. Impacts are going to go down onto that east wall. Wilkie going to move through onto the break room. Drones are going to start coming out onto the 90. See exactly how that works out. But there we go. The alibi is going to rotate the way up. Magic holding down this angle onto Metal. Wilkie does see him, but isn't able to find him to take him down. Uno going to take down Kenju. However, that's a 2v4 situation. That's a Maisho down, looking pretty good now for ENCE to try and bring this in. They've got huge amounts of utility still available. Uno has all 3 of his flashbangs, but Magic going to take down Wilkie on the flank. Being very good now because the Capital going down. That's a big utility pick here for TrainHard, and also that means they do have control of 90 now as well. So Magic could go for a flank here if he chose to do so. 40 seconds left to go on the clock though, and ENCE are going to have to begin their execute sooner rather than later. Still a lot of entry vulnerability coming out from Gomfi, and I'm sure he still has plenty of lifelines ability.
Throwing flashbang.
Flashbangs are going to come down. Try and push into the site. That's a huge amount of flashbangs coming through. As it looks like the plant is going to come from Boonsy, but there we go. Uno makes his entry ability, but Magic from below is going to be able to deny the plant. There goes Boonsy. Still lots of pinging coming out. Magic has pretty good control, but doesn't have any impact nades left remaining. Is he going to be able to deny the plant? He does have this pistol, but can't find exactly where the plant is going down. The plant does successfully. Magic's going to have to rotate up Metal if he wants to bring this in. It's on a sliver of HP. He's going to push through onto the top of Metal, onto Metal detectors to see if he can try and bring something in. Magic pushes on to Mini to see what he can do here. He's trying to convince himself that nope, no one has indeed planted onto Armory. Is onto Archives, but no. Gomfi's going to shut down any hopes he has of bringing that in. ENCE bring down to 6 and even the score but out 3 apiece. I just want to remind people that I am solo casting right now, and solo casting is pretty hard to do, so you might hear me just take big pauses between rounds, so just have a drink of water and things to just recuperate myself. But we are going to move into round number 7 regardless of all of that happening. I'm going to see another Armory Lockers defense coming out from TrainHard, which potentially was pretty good for them, and I was so excited then, because we were just about to see the first clash pick of the day. But unfortunately not going to come through. Not today, unfortunately. I'm so surprised that no one has played Clash yet. Maybe not as effective on Lord as it would have been in Clubhouse. But we'll see how it goes through. So we'll see how it goes down as we move into round number 7. We see TrainHard maybe holding themselves a little bit more aggressive than they were last time. They're putting ADSs down, behind L desk.
Attackers have
So we'll see
recovered
how
their
that
diffuser.
works out for
Attackers are
them
moving out to
exactly.
locate a bomb and defuse
I
it.
feel like doing this without a castle, without a mirror, is still kind of risky though to try and keep control. I think that you need at least a Maestro coming here. And I'm kind of hoping that Kendrew has put one down. So he goes down, and you see that finally Shate has moved off the Habana roll and is instead of playing Sledge. So hopefully you should be able to put some frags on the board here early on. I see drones are going to be coming down also the top of metal here from Uno. Still looking pretty good for ENCE, however, let's try and bring this in a little bit. As drones are going to be coming out from them onto CC. You see the door is going to get opened up onto breakthrough effectively from Wilkie. Still using rocking that bearing 9. Rotates are going to be coming out from Shate. Drones are going to come out from ENCE as well to try and get quick control here, but Kendrew and beautiful rotates as well, both into Armory but also from 90 back into the hallway. So we'll see how that works out for them. And Kendrew's still going to be playing fairly aggressively onto this, and with the Aldi do so well with it. But what? How does Saves win that fight against Gomfi? Already Gomfi going to go down so early on. That's the main kind of entry fragger there's been for ENCE. He's done so much work on that entry frag ability. Is already going to go down. They're going to put down some Nation Mines as he rotates back into Armory. Flashbangs are going to come down, but still putting all those Goon Mines down are going to be destroyed, however, from ENCE to go for those pre-fires to stop Saves from getting too aggressive with it. I'll see how it goes down as we do see it rotates coming through from Kendrew back onto this Armory area. And they're convinced now that ENCE are indeed going to go for this push onto Armory wall for a box safe. Let's see how that goes down. We'll see Boonsey going to be pushing through onto this west balcony, trying to get this entry. Does have the diffuser in hand, of course. He's waiting for the rest of his team to start to move through. Put their utility down so they can go for an execute sooner rather than later. I'm still hoping there's kind of a Maestro coming around here somewhere. Let's see Uno on the Maverick is going to try and open up a little bit of an angle here, but oh, he's going to get so lit up already through his own Maverick hole. Saves, and he's going to find the kill onto Boonsey. That's going to be the diffuser going down outside of Armory wall. Surely I'm going to be aware of that. 5v3, not looking too good for ENCE now to try and bring this in. Still plenty of utility though, but there we go. A nade is going to go out from Shate, unable to find its mark just yet. 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Wilkie will recover the diffuser and sees exactly what kind of play he can make here. Proof fires are going to come down from Kendrew. NS is going to go out to try and deny the plant going down. As Saves is finding another one. What is going on? The Legion of Saves is finding so many early kills here. Shati going to go down. It's all down to Wilkie and Uno in his last 15 seconds. Wilkie finds his entry. Saves finally going to go down, but Kendrew from the half wall finds Wilkie. Magic finds the headshot onto Uno. And TrainHard take round number 7. This game is way too close for comfort. And not looking too good for ENCE now, as TrainHard is a couple of rounds away from locking this out. But this is still being very, very back and forth, even across the defense rounds as well for ENCE. So let's see how it does go down as you do move into round number 8. Looking pretty good for TrainHard, I would say. But we're going to see a Ventilation Room Workshop defense. And ENCE has huge amounts of utility here in terms of soft destruction. So we'll see the 6th pick from the Habana onto the Decabi, coming out from Wilkie. We'll see how that works out for him. But no, I won't be doing 2 voices to try and simulate this in the cast to do with me. Sorry. Good to see if TrainHard can try and hold on to this for a little bit here. Let's see, lots of reinforcements going down upstairs onto Armory. How is Gomfi 11-5 right now? At least Shate is having a little bit of a better game at this time. He's going to move through onto the book. I do like this lineup coming out from ENCE, mostly because having the KB for an upstairs take means that your roam player can be pretty quick. And normally if someone's trying to answer their phone, they'll tend to rotate before they do that. And we already saw TrainHard did ENCE did that when they were playing on the defense upstairs.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are
And
moving
on
out
top
to
of that,
locate a
ENCE have a
bomb.
lot of soft destruction that they can use to open up the vertical play and cut off those rotations to go for plant ventilation. So let's see how it just go down. And let's see exactly how ENCE can bring this in. As I said, I like the setup. I don't know if it's going to work on. Obviously, I can't tell the future. I'm not that good of a caster. But I think it's still looking pretty good in terms of strategy for ENCE. And hopefully that execute can come through in a similar way. But TrainHard themselves looking pretty good. And, of course, having the pulse downstairs with multiple nitros on the board here from both Kenju and Magic. Yeah, like, it could go pretty well. So you see Kenju going to be rotating all the way out. You see holding on to the top of metal as well. As Magic going to be holding down. And no frags coming out from either way just yet. But what a nitro from Kenju! It takes Shate off the board, already the book off the board. That is a huge utility pick. You're not going to find it right on back onto Magic, but honestly, that is totally worth it. Save's going to find on Wilkie another beautiful pick coming out from him that smokes off the board. And again, a very worthwhile trade coming out. But Uno going to find his third kill. There we go. Darius going to go down. That is starting to affect operators that you really don't want to go down. What? Uno, what was that? Gonna take down deep, just drop down all the way into the site. He's looking for the ace. It's all down to Kenju now in a 1v5, and he can't find it. Sorry, not a 1v5, a 1v3. As he can't find it, and that's gonna be Uno, who's just absolutely sick of it. It's gonna take Maverick and absolutely murder everyone. Beautiful plays coming out there from Uno. Let's see how it moves through as we move into round number 9, and we will see all 10 rounds of Map3 getting played out here. Very good indeed. Let's see how I just move in here as we do see a customs inspections to supply room defense coming out here from TrainHard. A little bit of a different strategy coming out from there. Really would have thought they'd go ventilation, but again, we see a very similar lineup coming out from ENCE. And we'll see Wilkie 6th picking from the Habana. And Magic 6th picking surprisingly from the Pulse. Okay, maybe not so surprising onto a Maestro, but still, I think the Pulse still worked out quite well for them last time. Just taking the book off the board, and still, Shate is so unlucky. It's absolutely ridiculous how many times that Shate is being caught out. Let's see how customs inspections defense works out for TrainHard here. Not so sure.
Bomb located by attackers.
Wondering what the situation can be here. We'll see Says playing on the castle, so the castle barricade is going down, but if you know there's two ways you really hold this. You either hold it very, very top heavy,
10 seconds left.
in which case you'll probably need castles and utility going up there from sort of security room,
5 seconds left.
or you hold it from sort of ventilation and servers. Well,
Attackers
more
recovered
servers
the
than
diffuser.
ventilation.
Attackers are heading out to the
But either
bomb.
way, if you're not going to play vertical play, you need to play in a position where you can't get abused from vertical play as directly with the objective. But it looks like it is going to be a fairly top-heavy defense for TrainHard here. There's only 2 operators are actually downstairs, both Saves and Deep. That Deep is the only man on site right now. So yeah, it's going to go through. As you see, round number 9 getting underway. Thermite charges are going to go out onto detention as Wilkie tries to move through and does something here. Drones are going to go out from ENCE onto the top floor. Try and get a good bit of roam clear on the go here. Roam clear they had beautifully well last time. We'll see how that goes down for them. As you see, round number 9 getting underway shortly. And you see good roam clear already going to be coming out here from ENCE. As these do take control over a decent amount of the balconies, and seal drones coming out from Wilkie here as well. Definitely trying to get control of this top floor area, because if they can do that, they can use both the book and the sledge to open up a decent amount of vertical play, and from there it should be easy picking. Nades are going to come out here. Uno still in his entry frag ability, but Gonfi is going to be the one who picks up the kill. There we go. Darius going to go down. Shati finds his kill onto Kenju. That's going to be a 3v5 now. Flashbang's going to go down from Uno, who's been playing out of his mind recently. See how it goes down. Gonfi finds yet another entry kill. Save's going to go down. That's a 2v5 situation now. It moves all the way in there. Gonfi with a 3k. No, Uno does take his kill. That's a 1v5. It's all down too deep, but he can't find a break here. Gomfi does finish off the round with the 3K. There we go. ENCE take round number 9 and put themselves on match point. And I feel like ENCE have completely changed up their playstyle now of let's drone in all the entry fraggers and just send them at everyone. Especially Gomfi and Uno, who've just been playing out of their minds recently. Just running in there, scoring in many headshots, and I don't want to say ranked playstyle because it's a lot more coordinated than that, but it's certainly getting very, very aggressive. We'll see how it comes out as we move into match point now to ENCE. Just one round away from locking out the series and put themselves in the grand final against Empire. This is a very, very close game. It's been very, very back and forth. There's a big chance that TrainHard can bring this into overtime now. That should be the first overtime that we will see if it does go there, because North American Challenger League didn't see any overtimes. They were both straight 2-0s.
Defenders, protect
Empire,
your bombs from being
their game was a straight 2-0 as well. TrainHard versus ENCE has gone to a decider, and we may see overtime on decider, and it could be a very, very close game indeed. Let's see who goes down as we move into match point here for ENCE. Still trying to bring it in, but yeah, that beautiful entry frag ability coming out from Gomfi and Uno is just torn apart the defense from TrainHard here. We're going to step it up a little bit and try and shut down them if they want to bring it in. I feel like this is also the only reason that Uno's really playing Maverick, because we haven't really seen Uno use Maverick's ability to a huge amount of utility usage. In the form of, so we saw him open up 90 wall, and yeah, you could argue that he gets a good angle from that, but it seems to be most of the time he's kind of just flashing and running in with a hollow and just headshotting people and getting droned in to do so. So yeah, he's playing Maverick for the frags, you know? Playing Maverick for the gun. Let's see who goes down. As ENCE will push through onto this east balcony and try and get all the way in through. Chatty will call out that this east wall is in fact reinforced. It is not soft. They're going to have to try and open it up. And I think they will choose to open up with a thermite, because if they do that, they still have one thermite charge remaining regardless. Wilkie can use the bearing 9 again, doing pretty much the exact same thing he was last time, and opening up onto CCTV door. Repels are going to come through onto this east balcony. Pushes are going to come through onto this east stairs. Gomfi and Uno again going to be on that entry frag ability, but Uno is actually going to be using his ability this time to try and open up a little bit more tactically onto that east wall into offices. They will be managed to get it open. Gomfi's just going to aggressively run across it, I guess. They're going to be getting in here as quickly as he can. This is a beautiful angle from Wilkie onto 90 as well. Very nicely done from him as ENCE get control over the offices, trying to get open onto archives. Oh, what a nitro from Magic from below though, and again it's Shate who goes down, and it's so unlucky. Stop killing my man Shate. He's died so many times to nitros and... oh god, it's horrible. I would not be in a good situation if I was Shate right now, but Gomfi could be playing on AC. Not sure where this is going through, but the run out from Magic will find the 2K. Just get returned out from Uno, however, turns into a 3v3. Boonsy finds a kill into Kendrew. And now looking good for ENCE, however, to make that entry. They've still got Uno on the board, of course, with that entry frag ability. And they've still got plenty of utility as well. But TrainHard also have utility of their own. But Boonsy will shut it down. There goes Deep. As I'm about to say, the smoke's still on the board. They can deny the plant. But smoke will go down. That's all down to saves. And Darius to try and bring this in. Boonsy will destroy the barbed wire and tries to move through onto this east balcony. Sees what he can do. I don't think he realizes someone's playing close, but no, he won't. Darius takes him down. It's a 2v2, all down to Uno and Wilkie to try and bring this in. Uno almost misses, but Darius will go down. 1v2 now. All down to saves to try and bring this in. He doesn't have any impacts, doesn't have any goop mines left remaining, doesn't see anyone just yet. The diffuser is actually down outside, but saves won't know that yet. Looks like Wilkie will go to recover it. Three fires go down. Wilkie on a sliver of HP. Saves could actually clutch this in now, because Uno and Wilkie are both very, very low. Flashbangs are going to go out. Saves is not going to get full flash. Goes into Mini. Can't find the frag, however, to Wilkie. He's going to have to wait for the return. But no, he knows the plant's probably going to be going down. Finds the angle. He sees him. He takes him down. There we go. Wilkie goes down, but Uno finds the refrag. There we go. He takes down saves. That's going to be GG, well played. Uno finds the final kill. ENCE will go through into the grand finals against Empire. But what an amazing game. TrainHard played out of their minds. They had such a very, very close game. They had the great match on club. They had a great play on border. No one could possibly say that they did not play well there.